Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today. So, we're going to talk about something super important, especially if you've ever thought about starting your own business or you're already running one. Here's a little known fact that could make a huge difference. There's a new proposal out there that could offer up to $50,000 in tax deductions for small business startup expenses. That's right, $50,000. It's a big change from the current $5,000 cap, and it could be very helpful for so many people thinking about launching their own thing. You see, one of the hardest parts about starting a business is getting it off the ground, especially when it comes to finances. Whether it's paying for advertising, hiring employees, or even travel expenses for getting your first customers, those costs add up quickly. But this proposal could help alleviate some of that burden, and I'll explain exactly how it works. We'll walk through who can qualify, what kinds of expenses you can deduct, and how this could benefit you, even if your business doesn't make a profit right away. Sound good? Stick around, because this is one opportunity you won't want to miss. Now, let's break it down. The way things are right now, small business owners can deduct up to $5,000 in startup costs, and after that, you've got to spread the rest out over 15 years. That's quite a long time, right? And honestly, for many small businesses, $5,000 just isn't enough to cover all the initial expenses. Think about how fast you can burn through that on marketing alone or setting up your website, let alone hiring your first team members. This is where the new $50,000 proposal comes in. Imagine having 10 times that amount available to deduct from your taxes. That's a huge boost for anyone trying to get a business off the ground. So, you might be wondering, what kind of expenses can you deduct? Well, it's pretty broad. Things like advertising, training for employees, consultant fees, and even travel to secure clients or distributors. All these costs can be pretty significant in those early stages, and this deduction is designed to give you more flexibility to manage those. Here's something else that's pretty cool. If your business doesn't turn a profit in the first year, which is super common by the way, you can actually wait to claim the deduction until you do make a profit. So, instead of losing out on that tax break in the early years, you can time it for when your business really starts to take off. This brings us to another point. Why now? Well, this proposal is part of a broader effort to encourage more entrepreneurship and small business growth. The goal is to make it easier for people like you to take the leap and start something of your own. And honestly, we're seeing more and more people interested in this, especially after the last few years. Remote work, shifts in the job market, and just a general desire for more independence are pushing a lot of folks towards starting their own businesses. This is exactly the kind of support that could help them, and maybe even you, make that happen. And here's another thing to think about. Beyond just the financial benefit, this proposal could encourage a lot of innovation. Small businesses often come up with some of the most creative solutions to problems, but they need the right support to get off the ground. With more money to cover those early expenses, we could see a whole new wave of startups bringing fresh ideas to the market. Now, you might be asking, who can actually take advantage of this? Well, this proposal is aimed at new small businesses, so if you're just starting out, this could apply to you. If you're still in the planning stages, or if you've just launched but haven't hit that profitable point yet, this could be a real lifeline. And don't worry if you're already running a small business and you're not sure how this might affect you. The cool part is that this deduction could still help you down the line when your business does become profitable. It's not like you miss out just because you didn't earn money right away, and that's a huge relief for so many entrepreneurs. Speaking of which, let me know in the comments, are you thinking about starting a business? Or maybe you've already started one and could really use a break like this. I'd love to hear your stories and any questions you have about how this might work for you. Also, keep in mind that this is still a proposal, so we'll need to see how it develops. But even just having this on the horizon is a big deal for small businesses. It's something to keep an eye on because, if passed, it could be a huge boost to getting more businesses up and running. So, what's next? If you're thinking of starting a business, this might be the perfect time to start planning. Keep track of your expenses, know what could be deductible, and stay informed on developments like this. Because if this proposal becomes law, you'll want to be ready to take full advantage of it. And I'll be here to keep you updated with the latest info and help you make the most of these opportunities. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts, and if you found this helpful, hit that like button to let me know. I've got more updates coming soon on other ways you can boost your business and your financial health, So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more. I'll see you in the next one.